Hey guys, what is up? Rock and Roll is here to bring you the first ever Tekkit Let's Play on this channel. Now, in this video, we're going to be discussing on how in the world you can survive your first night. Because we all know that by nighttime, all the baddies come out and you are in trouble if you don't have a small little house built. So we are going to just look around, see where we want to go. Alright, well I don't know what that is, so let's go check it out. You typically don't see these kind of structures. Ew. This makes sense. It is a portal, and we are going to stay away from that for now. So in this Let's Play, we're going to be doing everything. Whether it's going to the moon, going through those portals, or just doing fun stuff. Now, in this video, we are just going to survive our first night. So to do that, we're going to start by getting some nice little wood. Now, in this Let's Play, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be heading to the moon, to Mars, wherever we can go, and we are just going to have some fun with it. Now, I took a survey. Sorry if you guys weren't part of it, but thank you for everyone who took part in it. And I found out that everyone wanted to see The Division and Minecraft. Now, by the gods, they beat me, but I never thought Minecraft would make it, but apparently it did. So we're just going to take some few trees to get this started with. But we are going to do another survey for an action series, and who knows? Who knows what will be our next Let's Play. But before we get ahead of ourselves, we're going to make sure to finish this game. Now, what we're going to do is we're just going to get some pieces of wood. Now, you don't need that many pieces of wood to survive your first night. But, okay, I don't want to be talking over the music right now. But you do need a decent amount of wood. Just basically enough to make yourself a crafting bench and a good amount of sticks. So, what we're going to need to do is... Okay, this is going to bug me later, but we'll get that. We're not going to kill anything yet. We'll come back for you tomorrow if we need be. So, we're going to head over here. Now, first things first, we're going to make sure this is on hard difficulty. Because, let's be honest, Minecraft, it's a little easy once you get the hang of it. So, we're going to turn this to hard difficulty. And looks like we're next to a volcano. So that's nice because it gives us some nice new building materials, and it gives us a lava source. Though I think it only gives one, I'm not that sure, but it's pretty nice that this mod has that. And here looks to be a pretty good place. So right now, I'm just going to build a small crafting table. We're going to get some sticks, we're going to get a pickaxe going, and we're going to do a little bit of mining here. Now the reason why is because on your first night, a lot of people like try and build their houses, but I never have. Whenever it comes to me in the first night, I always just build me a mountain, because instead of losing resources, you're gaining resources. Because if you build a house, you have to waste building materials and all that. But if you just build into a mountain, and I'll show you what I mean later, then you lose nothing, but you gain basically unlimited cobblestone. So right now we're going to pick up about 5 pieces of cobblestone. Not much, but it's what we basically need to start. So there's 5. So we're going to head up here. We're going to need these seeds. It's pretty important to get seeds if you do what I do, because I always get a small little farm starting. Because there's no harm in starting a farm on the first day, because look, you got a lot of time to kill. It's one of those time fillers where it helps you on later in the long run. And why I said we need a river is because, come on, we don't have iron right now. So we're going to need to pick up our things by using a river and build on the river. But that's what we're going to do real quick. Hoe the ground. Make it plantable. Now, this is just a makeshift farm. Gets us some stuff going. So we don't want to spend too much time on it, because building a farm is not going to save you from all the stuff that comes out at night. Actually, getting a home and all that will save you. So we're not going to spend that much time on this. Instead, we're just going to pick up some leaves. Now, this place is actually not bad of a starting area, but it seems to be lacking trees. That's what we're lacking right now. We do have sheep. Okay, so there are trees here. So I prefer to live near trees because trees always give you wood. And I'm not really good at replanting stuff because I typically forget. Now, we did get lucky, and we have a ton of sheep by us, so we're just going to kill 3 probably sleep off the night, but I don't really like sleeping off the nights because nighttime is when you really get a lot of stuff done. And we're going to replant the sugarcane so that we can get more out of it. Because if only 2 is growing, then we don't get that much out of it. So here's one thing I always discount whenever I'm in hard mode is the fact that food goes out really quickly. Like now I'm regretting letting those cows and pigs live because now we need that meat and we don't have it. So we're gonna kill 3 sheep and hopefully there's something else around here that we can kill because I sprinted everywhere. And word of advice, if you're playing on hard mode and you're just beginning, make sure you don't sprint everywhere. That is not really that good of an idea, and we're going to have to go kill another sheep. But that's not a good idea to really sprint everywhere because, as you can see, we are running really low on food. Okay, so we're going to go check out what we can kill here. It's only sheep here, so that's a really big bummer. Ooh, I'm actually starting to consider the fact that we are in trouble. We're down to 2 food. So we are going to head over here. Oh, okay, here's another piece of wool, so we're not going to have to worry about wool. Still have to worry about food, though. As long as we don't go down all the way, it's okay. But now this really takes out precious time in the day. But really, we already got everything we need. We got a small little farm going, and there's a whole herd of cows and sheep and pigs over here or on the other side. On the other side. So, really, we got everything we need to get going. Now, when you play, just word of advice, don't kill the entire animal population. Looking up here right now, I'm not going to kill the pigs because there's only 2 pigs. Yeah, they take carrots to breed, and carrots are pretty, you have to be pretty lucky to get them. But, in all honesty, it's still not worth it. Now, right now, we're going to try not to eat this raw meat because raw meat is honestly not that great. So there is another pig up there, so we're going to kill this pig. And sadly, we are going to have to eat some raw meat. Now I'm just going to eat all this pork chop. Now, that's why it's also important to get the farm going because you need a stable food source. And you don't really want to kill off your entire food source. That's never a good idea. I probably should have only eaten 2 because we just needed enough to not die, but food is a pretty big issue in this game when you play on hard mode. So, since we have our farm here already set up, we're probably just going to build into there, and time is not our friend anymore. Time is something that you always have to keep track of when you play Minecraft, at least on the first day. Later on in the game, you don't really have to keep track of it because, A, you got armor, you're alright. But first day, you don't really have anything. So you gotta make sure that you at least know what you're doing if you're gonna stay outside or have a home to get to. Now we're gonna do this kind of an entrance because this gives us some cover so that they have to filter through here instead of just coming from wherever they want. So we're just gonna fill this area in real quick. Dig ourselves a nice little 3x3. Now we are gonna make this nicer, but this is probably just going to be like our little farm hut for farming because we're going to have to be here to get our supplies from the farm. So we'll just probably put in a few chests here, but that's a lot later in the future. Right now, this is going to be our temporary home. Not a great home, but a start's a start in this game. So we are going to go down here real quick. I probably should have gathered more wood, but wood's not really that important. As long as you have enough to do this and this. You're okay. Now, since we are playing in hard mode, I'm also going to drop a dirt block here, because zombies in hard mode can break through this, so it's always just a safe thing. Put a little thing like that, you'll be alright. Hopefully. Unless zombies can pick up blocks all of a sudden. So we're going to get enough for a furnace so we can make some charcoal and actually have some light. I did see some coal, but I made a mistake and I didn't grab it. So instead, we're going to just make some charcoal, which we're going to need 8 cobblestone for, and we just got perfect enough. Okay, so let's go here, here, and here. Not bad. Now we'll go here and here. Now currently I just want to make like probably 2 pieces of charcoal, one to cook my food and the other one for torches. Torches are pretty important in this game, so you probably want to have a decent amount of coal and charcoal that you can use on them. So this is pretty much how you survive your first night while starving to death. My whole thing is get some food going, because if we don't have food going, then say we run out of food, like we don't have enough cows to be with us anymore. That's always something that you have to take into consideration, that your animal population isn't always going to be there if you just go around and kill them. So I suggest just doing a simple thing like what we did. It's not going to be going right now because there's no light, but we'll drop some light there and it'll be able to grow us some wheat. Wheat's not really that good because it takes 3 weeks to make one thing of food. But it's better than nothing, and that's pretty much what you can get on the first day, unless, say, you're the luckiest man alive and get a village. Now, if you spawn next to a village, you're lucky. But right now, we're just going to pick up some cobblestone. See what's going on outside. Parkour skills aren't doing that fantastic right now. See, that's also the problem with building a base like this, is because your vision is extremely limited. Like, you can't even see much. We can see a skeleton and spider out there, and we hear something above us. So we know there are things moving around us. But it's not really that big of a deal. So we're going to go here. Now, what's nice for us is the fact that we have wool, and we can sleep off nights if we feel like it. But right now, it's the start. I don't like sleeping off the nights in the beginning, because in my opinion you really need the nights, because that's your time to collect some cobble, collect all the necessities, I guess is what you could say. My keyboard's being a little bit glitchy right now, but now's the time to collect like all the necessities, because in daytime you don't want to be down here mining some cobblestone. You want to be up there doing things, because daytime goes by. Nighttime you can always go out and all that, but nighttime's the time that I use to get this cobblestone. But making a bed's also really nice, is because if you die, you won't really have to walk, I guess what you could say, away from danger, because say you die in the nighttime, you're going to be surrounded by a lot of mobs. So it's basically more important then that you have a place to spawn. Now, right now we're just going to get our bed in place. So this is how you successfully survive your first night, because look, we got some food left over that we don't need. We got a bed going, and we're alright. So if you spawn in a village, you don't even have to worry about your first night. But right now, I'm just gonna sit here and mine off camera. Now in the comments below, I want you guys to tell me what you guys want. Do you guys want to see all the mining time that I spend? Because we're gonna build a lot of nice stuff too, and going to the moon and all that, it requires a lot of materials. So I want to know, do you guys want to see all the time that I spend mining? Or do you guys just want to see the finished product? So I want you guys to leave that in the comments below. Let me know. And I'm really looking forward to this series, and I hope you guys are too. So leave a like and subscribe if you can. And we'll see you next episode.